If you live in New York City,
Okay.
there is absolutely no reason why you should be hungry. Unless you have shame in your game. Because the amount of food pantries, soup kitchens, and all of these things that are available in New York City.
Sure.
That you guys think that, oh, there are 5 churches on each block. Okay? And each of them have food pantry days. Wednesdays, 1 to 2. I used to volunteer at soup kitchens and the food pantries. I used to cook for them. With the food that the city people used to give, because there's so much abundance. If y'all can line up for Nike and these pop-ups for hours and a cup of coffee and a croissant for hours, y'all can line up at them food pantries for 30.
If you can line up for Nikes and Jordans, you can line up at the food pantry. The sweet taste of accountability. We'll give her the mic.
30 minutes to get you some fresh fruits and vegetables. They have chicken, whole chicken, tilapia, pork, turkey. Oh, wait till Thanksgiving. They turn up. Unless you don't have, granted, there's some people that don't have, they live in a shelter, they're not able to cook and stuff, but they got soup kitchens, baby girl. Like I said, if you don't have no shame in your game, hit up that food pantry. Yeah. Look up food pantry near me, soup kitchen near me, hot meals. And most of the times, the meals be free for the kids.
True.
Hello. If you want to take yourself out to eat, that's a treat, But to be worried about, there's no reason and you live in New York City, especially Brooklyn, food pantry left and right every day. Every church has a food pantry day. And there's 5 churches on each block. So for me reason and you live in New York City. Unless you don't got no shame in your game, baby girl. Okay? This is not the place to have shame in your game. You better hustle. Everybody's hustling. Everybody's hustling. So if you're hungry, you better Google that up. Use ChatGPT. Okay? Y'all be lining up for these pop-ups.
True.
And these radio bakeries. And these.
Essentially what she's saying is, look, get your priorities in order. Get your priorities in order. If you can line up for Jordans and wait in line for Jordans and Nike, surely you can wait in line to feed yourself. If you're hungry enough, you'll wait in line. You wanted those Jordans bad enough. You were eager to stand in line for those Jordans. You should be eager to feed yourself. Love the accountability.
So I didn't get my food stamps this month, and instead, this is what I'm supposed to survive off, feed my family. A bag of apples, a bag of oranges, tomato soup, oats, elbow macaroni, milk, peas, black beans, diced tomatoes, tomato sauce, peaches, more pinto beans, peanut butter, green beans, tuna, and this. So I'm supposed to feed my family for the entire month with what you see in this box. It's an absolute disgrace and a joke.
Did y'all see that lady that was complaining about the food bank and they didn't give her no meat or no, I forgot what she said they didn't give her. They gave her some microwave meals that she couldn't take because she lived in an RV with her 2 kids. And basically she was mad because she didn't get the food that she wanted to last for a week because it wasn't what she wanted. Whatever. Come to find out, this lady gets $600 a month in food stamps.
Interesting.
How is that not sustaining you and 2 children for a month?
Absolutely. Good question.
She baited my rage so bad because you complaining about free food and you're already getting $600 in free food. But she said, she paid into the system and she's mad that now that she's sick, she's not getting as much as she needs to sustain herself from the government. Girl, what about us who ain't getting nothing?
so interesting, man. She said, I paid into the system, and now I'm not getting back. We live in a society full of entitled babies. Very entitled people in our society, man. Very entitled. Take absolutely no responsibility for themselves and their own lives and put complete another responsibility on others. And then when you get help, when they get help, they get something for free, they complain about the free help that they get. My God. You wonder why nobody wants to lend a helping hand. You wonder why nobody wants to lend a helping hand to the lazy. And the people who do have it, who are unwilling to help, know that oftentimes there's a degree of entitlement and a lack of appreciation that exists within the lazy and the slothful. And that's just the complete and utter truth. Oftentimes, there is a high degree of entitlement, a lack of appreciation, and arrogance that comes with the lazy and the slothful. And that's why the people who have it are unwilling to help those who don't. It's true. It's true. And sometimes you have to take a step back and understand the perspective of the people who do have it, right? Because they grinded. They were down, they grinded, they got up, and now they're in a position. You have to take a step back and understand the perspective of the people who do have it, the people who did make it. A lot of times, people are morally baited into taking the side of the less fortunate, right? Because they're less fortunate. But oftentimes, you dig deep enough, you understand why some people are in the position that they're in. Slothful, arrogant, entitled, and lazy. It's true. So sometimes you got to understand. You got to understand another perspective.
Well, you don't like this, so. What is coming?
I just got back from my local food pantry and I want to show you guys what I got. I go every single week. My local food pantry is open every Wednesday night.
Yes.
And so this is what I got this week. I just got one box, so it is a little bit smaller than normal, but that is because my food pantry lets you kind of pick what you want. You don't have to take anything if you don't actually need it. And so I feel like we actually got a lot last week, so we still have some of that left. So I didn't feel like I needed as much this week as I normally would. So
if everybody on the system had this mindset, hey, I had a lot last week, so I didn't take a lot this week. If everybody operated that way, who were receiving benefits, let's continue.
But let me show you what I got. There were a lot of good, veggies and stuff, so that was really cool. I got this lettuce.
Okay.
Bag of onions.
Someone who's grateful for the food pantry. Shout out to her.
A bag of carrots.
Love to see it.
A bag of potatoes.
Healthy items.
This little bag of plums.
Shout out to the food pantries.
And then I got a thing of pasta.
Needed.
A bag of rice.
Yep. Food pantry's gonna give you what you need, man.
A dozen eggs.
They're gonna give you what you need, not what you want.
Thing of chicken broth.
And the problem is people try to treat the food pantry like Sam's Club and Walmart.
Some hamburger buns, which I may have squished a little bit on the way home.
Food pantry's not giving you snack cakes and Twinkies.
This box of granola bars, kind of, I guess. They're little protein bars.
Sure.
I don't know. I've never tried them before. A little latte coffee thing.
Not bad.
A lemon. I only needed one, so I only grabbed one. A couple other just random
Shout
granola
out
bars.
to the Cliff Bars.
And last but not least, I got a thing of jam. So I thought this was really cool because normally you get free peanut butter with WIC. So I have so much peanut butter, but jam is rarely on sale. So I was really excited for this one, actually, as silly as that might be. But that is what I got this week. Again, my food bank lets you just kind of pick what you want. You go through. There are limits on certain things.
As there should be.
But you're able to still get what you need. So there were other things like meat and cereal and canned foods and things like that. But I just didn't feel like I needed those this week. But this is going to help us out a lot.
Absolutely.
As many of you know,
SNAP benefits are kind of unknown right now,
Absolutely.
whether or not they're going to renew in a couple days in
Reapply.
November. I'm in the state of Oregon, so we don't really know for certain whether or not we're going to be getting our SNAP benefits this next week. So things like the food box help out so much.
Shout out to the gratitude in this clip. Shout out to the gratitude. Someone who's grateful for the food pantry. Someone who's grateful, right? And people really have to get out like of this racist mindset, this black versus white mindset. Look, man, people are struggling. People are struggling. People are on benefits. People are getting food stamps. People, not black people, white people. So people need to stop attacking and feeling attacked. People need to stop putting themselves as the victim. Oh, I'm the victim. They're trying to take my food stamps from me and my people. No, man. Everybody. People are on food stamps, man. Everybody. Food stamps is not relegated to a specific demographic of people. It's not. Sheesh.
So there is a lot of help needed for a lot of people right now, myself included. If you are one of those people.
And listen, there needs to be a perspective shift. If people got rid of their victim mentality, if people stopped abusing the system, stopped abusing other people's resources, got rid of their entitlement, this system would operate so efficiently. But we have generational snack cake eaters, generational recipients of generations. There's no reason you should have a lineage of people in your family who are on the system. There is no excuse for that. That has to stop. That has to be eliminated so that this system can run efficiently and so that people who need the help can get it. Because there are people who are suffering because we have a bunch of selfish people who are just living off the system. That's who the problem is with. EBT recipients' problem is not with taxpayers. It's with other recipients. And those are the facts. That is it for me today. Catch y'all in the next video.